All right, people, you guys already know the drill, right? This is all AI, so I'm going to be rating every single Devilman Cry characters in Disney style. All right, so rated 1 to 10 on its accuracy. Since I'm an artist, you know, let's get it. Starting off with Dante. See how they made him look in Disney style. That looks really good, actually. I can see that as a Disney style. It looks very accurate. I'm gonna give this a easy 10 out of 10. Looks really good. Let's see Virgil. I just said Virgil. Virgil, not bad. Not bad. I like the caricature style of it. I think it works. You know? I wish his likeness of his face would look more like Dante since they are legit like pretty much identical twins. But nonetheless, I'll give this one a 9 out of 10. All right, Lady. Ooh, Lady looks really good actually. It's just missing the different color eyes. I know that's how she looked in Devil May Cry 3. I guess judging based upon this screenshot image of the latest Devil May Cry, I guess they got rid of that, or maybe it's just the lighting that it just looks like it's just the same eye colors. But that's me nitpicking. Nonetheless, this looks good. This looks good. I'll give this one 9 out of 10. All right, Trish. Oh, dang. Yo, so far this Disney AI iterations, they're just really good. For this for Devil May Cry. Yeah, this one gets an easy 9 out of 10. Just wish the hairstyle was straighter and down and longer, and then getting rid of the headband or the hairband, whatever you call it. But other than that, pretty accurate. All right, let's see Nero. Cody Rhodes, I mean Nero. All right, let's see this. Not really liking it, to be honest. It's the hairstyle. I just don't really see him as Nero. Uh, he looks more like a Virgil than Nero in that. So yeah, not terrible, but not great. I'll give it a 5 out of 10. All right, moving on. Kiri. I remember Kiri. Now I like the energy that's being displayed here, right? Because she's supposed to be very like innocent, nice. I know you can say, "Oh, it's missing the crown." I'm not so bothered by that. Like I said in the previous videos, as long as the character looks the part and has the character's essence of their personality, that really bumps up the points, right? So even though it's missing a crown, I'm gonna have to give this one a 9 out of 10. Okay, now we got V. Same thing with this one. Capturing the essence and the personality of the character really hits home. This will be thrown off completely if you see in V like smiling or like, really happy. Like that will throw it off because V is very like monochromatic. So this easily, same thing. I'll give this one a actually I'll give it a 9. I was gonna give it a 10, but I'll give it a 9 only because the outfit is not exactly the same. But everything else nailed it. All right, let's see. Oh, I remember this guy, the Pope, evil Pope dude. What happened? He's supposed to have the Pope headdress or headpiece. Yeah, I don't see him as Sanctus. I see him as some generic villain or generic character in some other IP. So I'm gonna have to give this one a 0 out of 10. All right, I don't know who Gilver is, but it don't matter. We're just comparing the styles of Disney. Gilver, judging by what I'm seeing here, it looks pretty good. I don't understand the wisp. I don't know if this is his hair. I don't know if it's his hair or extra wrapping that's imperfected. but at least you can tell that this is Gilver or whoever this character is, and the structure of it looks good. I'll give this one an 8 out of 10. Only because the wisp right here, it looks like it's a combination of his hair, and that's throwing me off. All right, let's move on. Hell Lust. Don't know who this is. Okay, I like it. I don't know if Hell Lust is supposed to be a female or a male. Um, so I don't know too much about this character. Let me Google it actually. Hell Lust. Let's look it up. Hell DMC Hell Lust. Because I need to get more images of this character. There's only one. Two. It's not too much. Oh, it's based on DMC. That one. The one that people just they don't talk about anymore. Oh, yeah. It is what it is. I like this Disney iteration of it. So, judging by the character design of it, I'll give this one a 7 out of 10. All right, let's see. Okay, this is all DMC. I don't know why they gave him a really thick beard, because the original one does not have that. And then they gave him an extra string of hair. Nah. But this part here works, but just AI just did too much with the beard and everything here. So it just looks like he went through more of father time. If the beard wasn't there, I'll give it a higher score, but nonetheless, I'll give this a 6 out of 10. All right, let's see. Okay, this is all DMC, right? Oh, yeah, Devilman Cross Special Edition. Okay, yeah, that's a really cool character design. Damn, and it just didn't work with the Disney version. The Disney version looks cool, but it's just not as epic as the original. So I'll give this one a 5 out of 10. Phantom. Okay, is this a spider? Don't really care for it. I'll give it a 5. Aziz Sissel. I don't see the similarities. And since they don't look the same at all, it's a 0 out of 10. Good character design, but it's just not the same person. Not the same character. Cecil. Lilith. This is definitely DMC. I like this iteration of her, but it don't look like her. And the hair is different, and the face is not the same. So 0 out of 10, unfortunately, because that is a whole different character. Okay, Mutation, 0 out of 10 because they look nothing alike. These are just characters I don't even know, man. I'm just gonna lie. Maynard looks like her. I'll give it a 7. Sparta. Oh, they gotta do good with Sparta. Come on. And they did decent. Not bad, actually. Not bad. You know, wish it had more of earth tone colors, and yeah, just earth tone colors and more of like sienna colors rather than this is just very cold and purples and blues. Maybe it's just the lighting that's happening here, like the color overlay. That could be it. Also, the eyes are not supposed to be bright yellow; it's supposed to be red. So little stuff there that makes a big difference. If that was added, I'll give this a 6 out of 10. Sparta as a human. Wow, that's how Sparta looked as a human. You know, funny enough, I actually like the Disney one more of Sparta. It just looks more classy. I don't mean class like this looks cheesy classy with the one. I'm never a big fan of those like one glass right here. Like only a few character designs could really pull that off, and I'm just not really feeling it. I actually prefer this. This looks more like he is the father of Dante and Virgil compared to this guy here. Like, nah, definitely not. Funny enough, I'm gonna be biased here and give this a 9 out of 10 And this is not based upon trying to like compare like this should be the same. I just really like this design. Like this surpassed this, so I'll give this a 10 out of 10. This is better than what I'm seeing from the original. All right, so now we got Nathan on the That look good. I can see that. Yeah, definitely. Don't need the headpiece. Other than that, that works. And you gotta keep it PG. You know, like this one, she's naked. This one, gotta hide all that. So, I give this a 9 out of 10. I don't know if this is supposed to be green or maybe it's a lightning, but if this is supposed to be green, looking like poison ivy, I'm not really seeing this with the skin tone. So, still pretty good. All right, let's see. Inchingadon. What in the why did they turn this evil, disgusting creature into a nice, wholesome Mother Nature woman is beyond me. There's no correlation. They look nothing alike. 0 out of 10. But she's cute though. She's cute. A whole different character design. Whole different character, I should say. So no, that doesn't work. Let's see. Credo Angelo form. Credo Angelo. I can see that. It's just missing the wings, missing the angel wings. But other than that, look, it looks good. It looks good. I mean, there's missing some elements, but I can still tell that this is Credo Angelo form, just a Timu version, just downsized. I'll give this a 6 out of 10. I don't know who this is. I don't really know who this character is. And looks like Doctor Strange right here. Uh, Judging by the screenshot and this AI version, I'll give this a 5. It's like pretty perfect. Bob Bartson. Okay, let's see. Definitely not the same at all. That looks nothing like him. Whole different character. 0 out of 10. Looks like more like Jim Cornette. Neil Goldstein. Wait. Is Neil Goldstein supposed to be hold on, let me do something real quick. I'm gonna put this as a full view. I gotta change this dang default settings. Where is this at? Go to settings. There we go. There we go. I don't know why it just keeps doing that. Get this out of here. And what's the name? Neil Goldstein. Neil Goldstein. Because I'm trying to see, is this supposed to be a male or a female? I'm assuming it's supposed to be a female, right? So let's see. Neil DMC. I don't know why they said Neil Goldstein's deaf. Look up images. Okay. Oh, wait. Is it supposed to be a male? Because I want to, because Neil Goldstein sounds like a male. It don't sound like a female. I just want to double check because I think this is supposed to be a male. People got like deviant art fan images. That looks like a male to me, even judging by the name. So I'm glad that I figured that out rather than making an assumption that Neil Goldstein is a woman. Since this is supposed to be a male and they turned it into a woman, I will have to give this a 0 out of 10. Angus, and if I'm wrong, let me know down below. That is a different interpretation of Angus. Now, because I know about Devil May Cry 4 and I've watched the playthroughs and I know what he's about, it makes sense with how jacked up he looks and he's a scientist and he looks crazy. This makes sense. I just wish they made him more crazy, like angry, like and smiling like this, looking more sick and sinister, as opposed to just like I'm just a weird, socially awkward scientist. Um, that's my issue. Also, obviously the hair is off, but the face is fine. Just needed the one thin rather than the glasses. I'll give this a 5. Little things could make it look more like Angus. Angus. Eva. So pretty. So pretty, but it doesn't look like her. It's like a whole different generic Disney character. So 0 out of 10. J.D. Morrison. I remember J.D. Morrison. Sound like a bank. That looks good. That looks very good. The only issue is that he's bald. Why did they give him hair? I'll give this a 7 because everything else is right, just except for the hair. I remember this guy from the Netflix animated. Wow, that is that's very good actually. Just I don't know why they give him shades, but and he's supposed to look more sloppy than that. He's supposed to be overweight. Yeah, that looks good. I can still tell it's him. I just guess a 9. Argo Sax. It's okay. I do like this one actually more just because you see more like details and structure compared to this. Just looks like a bunch of visual effects. It looks all murky. So I like this one more. This gets a 9 out of 10. I remember that guy, William Baines. That don't look Disney to me. I get a 0 out of 10. It looks like a different type of style American cartoon, but it's not Disneyfied to me. Moondust. I remember Moondust. Why does it all say Devilman Cry? Oh, I get Devilman Cry Special Editions, like all of Devilman Cry, I guess. I don't know, but Moondust. That is not a Moondust. That's a 0 out of 10. Different character. It looks nothing like the savior of the main boss in the Devil Cry 4, I believe. Missing the details from the background, but other than that, it looks like it. Right? Just lacking detail. I'll give it a 8 out of 10. Savior. Is that the last one? That is the last one. Okay. So which one? So that's it for the video, guys. Which one is your favorite? Let me know down below. Also, throw suggestions of videos you guys want me to react to in the comment section down below. I always do video collaborations with my second channel, so go check out the second channel out. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.